channel. Welcome back to my channel. So for this you're going to need safety goggles and 2.5-inch log nuts, as well as a bag of 1/2-inch lock nuts and bolts to decorate. You can find these at Home Depot or Lowe's. And I got a can of spray paint and also acrylic paints to paint my goggles, and I got these from HC Moore, or you can get them from any craft store that may be in your area, such as Joann's or Michael's or whatever you like. And so I started with my goggles, and I got the brown acrylic paint. And you don't want to water this down at all because the brown acrylic paint is not even thick enough with one coat, so you actually have to put quite a few coats to get the desired opacity on your goggles. I just put 2 coats on these because I like that kind of effect where it's kind of clear-ish. I don't know. I kind of like the painted effect, so that's why I did it like that. But if you guys want it more, if you want it darker and less opaque, then you're going to want to do more coats of this. After it finishes drying, you're going to want to take your hot glue gun and you're going to want to glue the 2.5 log nuts onto where the eyes are. These log nuts are going to go onto the eye part, and it's going to add an extra decoration as well as give you that like gear look, which I really like on the Steampunk goggles. I love the gear looks, and you'll see that often in Steampunk anything is a lot of gears. So to do that, I put my hot glue on the goggles first. You can put it on the gears first if you want, or the goggles. I find it's much better if you put it on the goggles first, because that way you can see where to put it and it'll stick the way you want it to. And so you're going to want to do that to both of them, and make sure that you use hot glue, because I definitely failed because I tried to use regular glue before this and I knew you needed hot glue, but I was stubborn and I used regular glue, regular wood glue. Whatever glue you think will work, it will not. Trust me, you guys. Like even tacky glue is not really good for this because it won't stay on. And you have to imagine that you'll be wearing these goggles, so you want to get goggles that are going to last a while and not going to fall off while you're wearing them. I use these kind of things as props for my photo shoots because I do photography on the side. So I definitely want to make sure all the props are well put together and that they don't fall apart. So make sure you guys that you use hot glue, because nothing else really will work. So you're going to add enough hot glue to that so that it sticks on and it stays on. And forgive me, I see a piece of hanging glue. Just disregard that. And I'm going to make sure that it sticks and then let it dry. Once that is dry, you can see that your goggles are starting to come together. Now time to add the gears. You're going to get the thicker gears, or whichever ones you bought or you may have lying around. And I like to use these to cover up the top buds that are naturally on top of the goggles that I bought. I like to cover them up and add more gears. So these size that I bought, they actually fit right over these top pieces that are already on the goggles. So I put some glue right around there and I just shoved it straight down and pressed it, and it stayed perfectly and didn't come off. And so I did that to both sides and it stayed so well, you guys, and I was so excited. I literally like flung these around and nothing happened to them. Now you're going to want to add any extra gears that you may want. In case you want anything extra, like more gears than I put on, you're going to want to put them all around. I use these little 1/2-inch gears. They come in a bag of 20 at Lowe's for like $2, I think. And I just put hot glue on the outside of those and then stuck them around. I didn't use too many of them, but if you guys want to like cover up your goggles and gears, this is the best bag to get for that, because you'll get a bunch of them all in one bag, and it gives you a lot of options. Excuse me. Gives you a lot of options to just fully decorate your goggles. And see, they are coming together. So wonderful. So add any more if you like, and definitely add more paint if you want to. And the spray paint I did not use in this video, but that is to make the silver pieces more sparkly and more silvery. If you want them to stand out even more, that is what you would do. You would spray paint them. Anywho, this is the finished product. I hope you guys liked this video. Thumbs up this video and don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys. Bye. Thanks for watching. I'm so weird. Peace out.